Un saluto a tutti amici del web e bentornati sul mio canale. Io sono DadoBugs, ci eravamo lasciati qui su Starfield nell'orbita di Marte. Siamo pronti per atterrare dunque su Marte. Andiamo a Cydonia per continuare la missione dell'avanguardia dell'Unione Coloniale. La cosa sulla quale stavo riflettendo nel corso del precedente episodio è che la questline della flotta Cremisi è fuori, diciamo, dal roleplay del nostro personaggio, quindi volendo focalizzarmi su alcune questline preferisco focalizzarmi su quelle che faranno parte, diciamo, più nel roleplay. Una cosa è certa, potrebbe aver senso continuarla un minimo per entrare sotto copertura nella flotta Cremisi, provare a vedere un po' queste prove cerca le prove di Gillian Toft. Chiaramente ha senso fare rapporto, entrare, però poi ci fermeremo qui perché questa qua è proprio la questline della flotta Cremisi, quindi insomma probabilmente possiamo diventare proprio pirati. Oggi voglio continuare consegne e diavoli. Allora, forse no. Forse no, aspettate un attimo. Allora, sicuramente voglio dov'è il tizio per riparare la nave? Lì forse. Scusate, devo consegnare un pacco? No, non qui, ad Aquila City. Mi guardo sempre un po' in giro perché è sempre meraviglioso. Allora, qua si entra a Cydonia, qua ship service. Giustamente. Ok, devo riparare la nave, perfetto. E questo c'è. Dopodiché... Ma no, sai? Ok, allora, diciamo che abbiamo riparato la nave e io quasi quasi direi di continuare... No, questa qua. Imposta rotta. Anche perché è in orbita vicino Marte, quindi va bene. Quindi noi di roleplay siamo atterrati per riparare la nave, dopodiché ci dirigiamo verso la US Vigilance. No, allora io sono in realtà curioso, ora arrivato a questo punto, di entrare un attimo sotto copertura, pensandoci, però poi credo che non la continueremo. Attracca. Sono abbastanza convinto di questo, proprio dal logo della serie di missioni sono abbastanza convinto che dia poi la possibilità di diventare dei banditi. Però insomma, però allora, sì, stai tranquillo, la Regana è tutto a posto. Comandante.
At ease, soldier. We got the message from the Regana about Austin Rick. We had him dropped off at a separate port, off the books. Suffice to say, he's got a lot to answer for.
Può avere senso cercare di ottenere da Rake informazioni sulla flotta Cremisi.
That's something we're looking into, but it doesn't seem like he knows much. He might be better served as bait. For now, we'll keep him in the brig. Perhaps you could pay him a visit there sometime? I'm sure he'd be pleased to see you.
Ho rischiato di compromettere la mia copertura, spero che questo venga apprezzato, signore.
I do. I know it's a delicate tightrope, and it doesn't go unnoticed that you're risking your own life to walk it. Oh, one more thing before we move on. For transparency's sake, you should know we were the ones that hired Ecliptic to attack Neva's ship. There was concern after what happened with the Regana that you might have trouble earning Neva's trust. Coming to her rescue ensured that would not be a problem.
Gli Ecliptic non fanno nessun problema ad attaccare la flotta Cremisi.
They are mercenaries for hire. If they are paid enough money, Ecliptic would attack the Vigilance. It wasn't terribly difficult to convince them to attack an isolated Crimson Fleet ship. Just expensive.
Beh, è stata una è stato un mosso astuto per guadagnarsi la fiducia di Neva.
Ah, so I take it you have good news. Were you able to join the fleet?
È stato un piano ben congegnato. La flotta non sospetta nulla.
It's a dangerous plan, and you came awfully close to killing an innocent crew. Luckily, you have a good head on your shoulders, and did the right thing. Now it's time for the next phase of the mission.
Our intel on Saoirse was correct. After we received reports on your interaction with Adler Kemp, we picked up on your rendezvous with Neva Mora.
Our files indicate she's second in command, so getting on her good side will ensure you get into the Crimson Fleet.
Che cosa può dirmi su Naeva, signore?
The woman has a record that could stretch across Sol and back. She started young as one of Neon's street rats, and worked her way up to second in command. She's a force to be reckoned with, so don't underestimate her.
Tutto procede secondo i piani.
Yes, you pass your first test and you're still alive. But before we get too confident, that either means she suspects nothing, or she intends to make an example of you later. Just remember, these are ruthless criminals, so don't let your guard down.
And their ruthlessness is only surpassed by their cunning. You should proceed with caution, regardless of how well you think you've ingratiated yourself.
So what's next for you on Neva's agenda?
A questo punto possiamo mentire. Non dovrei lasciare la Vigilance per non far saltare la mia copertura, signore.
The Vigilance is equipped with one of the most advanced intelligence suites in the UC fleet. Nothing slips through. You can rest assured, if the Crimson Fleet had any access to our whereabouts or had infiltrated our security, we'd know. As long as you're here, your identity is safe.
Ho ricevuto le coordinate della base della flotta Cremisi.
Excellent. If you're heading to the Key, I assume you'll be meeting Delgado soon.
Delgado is the leader of the Crimson Fleet. I have a profile here with some information on his background. You'll want to know the individual cadences of every member of the fleet, but Delgado's most of all.
In any case, now that you're with the fleet, you'll be operating independently. We will shadow you eventually, but we'll need to maintain our distance for now, especially while you're on the Key. This will also give us time to bolster our defenses, should we need to engage with the fleet in the future.
Sir, on that note, shall we begin implementing the upgrade to our shields?
Immediately, Lieutenant. Notify the engineers and relay the information to the crew. I hope your entry into the fleet has overcome any doubts you may have had regarding your mission. It certainly increased my estimates on success. Keep up the good work. We'll expect further reports. Dismissed.
Ok, bene. Ci hanno dato dei profili. Leggiamoli. Adler Kemp, età 45, personalità impetuoso, competente, navigato. Adler è un capitano della flotta Cremisi che opera a Saidonia. La sua natura focosa lo rende suscettibile alle provocazioni, cosa che lo ha messo nei guai molto spesso. Nonostante questo difetto, Adler è un capitano esperto e nella maggior parte dei casi sa come impiegare la sua abilità in battaglia per tirarsi fuori dalle situazioni più difficili. Appendice: man mano che verranno raccolte ulteriori informazioni sui capitani della flotta, altri profili verranno aggiunti al terminale dell'ufficio del comandante Icande. Delgado, età 44, personalità intelligente, scaltro, attento, calcolatore. Originario di Aquila City, Delgado si è dato alla criminalità in giovane età, nonostante fosse nato ricco. I suoi genitori diseredarono nella speranza di correggerne il comportamento, ma questo acuì soltanto il suo atteggiamento delinquenziale, culminato nel furto di un mercantile che sfruttò per ritagliarsi un ruolo nella flotta Gremisi. Delgado è un leader scaltro e intelligente, non incline a giudizi avventati. Tiene a freno la flotta, ma ha concesso ai suoi pirati libertà sufficiente per fare ciò che sanno fare meglio. Naiva Mora, età 32, personalità irascibile, instabile, violenta, provocatrice. Ah, lei è la mina vagante. Naiva Mora è nata e cresciuta a Neon ed è rimasta orfana in giovane età. Ha trascorso buona parte della sua giovinezza in manette, per reati che vanno dalla semplice aggressione al furto aggravato, ed è stata un'assidua frequentatrice del carcere della DivSys. A 22 anni si è nascosta su un mercantile diretto da Aquila City e è stata quindi reclutata nella flotta Cremisi. Ok, direi che siamo pronti per... Sì, a questo punto, pensandoci, voglio assolutamente arrivare allo stabilimento della flotta Cremisi. Sì, ha senso vederlo, ma sono curioso. Sono curioso e comunque anche di roleplay secondo me ha senso questa cosa, cioè portare avanti la missione. Ok. Direi che ci possiamo sganciare. Sgancia. Detach. Phobos. Ci vogliamo andare su Phobos? Ah no, non si ci può. Impossibile atterrare su questo luogo. Dunque, missioni. Raggiungi la chiave, imposta rotta. Ma lontanissimo. Livello 20. Fazione flotta Cremisi. No, beh, no. Livello 20. No, non siamo pronti, Aspetta. Noi che livello siamo? 16. No, non siamo pronti. Però scusa, noi andiamo al quartier generale, non dovremmo... non credo che dobbiamo combattere. Ora mi incontrerò. Torre incontra il re. Allora, proviamo a saltare. Allora, proviamo ad andare. Allora, sicuramente combattere lì sarebbe un suicidio. Però scendere semplicemente per andare a vedere... Ok. Solamente per andare a vedere, credo che abbia senso.
tiny tin can of fragile humans has survived being hurled through space once more.
Suvorov, sistema Krix. Diamo un'occhiata. Ah, praticamente è una stella con un solo pianeta. Un solo pianeta e tante lune. E si può atterrare sulle lune. Ma noi non dobbiamo atterrare, siamo in orbita. La chiave.
Nobody hails the key. Just do your business.
Ship is now docked. Perfect. Didn't even smudge the paint.
Bello.
You said the take was 10K, but it was 30. Big difference on 40% of 10 versus 30.
You wanted 4K, you got 4K.
Greetings, Captain.
Not my problem.
If you're stealing from me, you bet your ass it's your problem.
Ehi.
You kidding me? Way to make a mess in front of my new rook.
Hey, steal from me and you're caught.
Require my assistance.
Better off dead.
Sounds like you did the fleet a favor. Now toss this body out of an airlock before it turns into a damn air freshener. The hell took you so long? Forget how to grav jump or something?
Ho dovuto sbrigare alcune questioni.
I don't care. Time is money and you've wasted both. That ends today. Clear? But all that aside, you made it. So now you get to hear a nifty history lesson. Pencils ready? Good. This floating scrap heap you're standing on is called the Key. Used to be an old UC military star station, and now it's the fleet's base of operations. Might look a little beat up on the outside, but we keep it together.
Beh, sembra un ottimo posto per rilassarsi un po'.
Hell yeah, it is. Just watch your back when you do. Cred sticks tend to disappear around here, if you catch my meaning. Anyway, I'll tell you all about the key, but it's better if I show you too. Follow me.
Hello.
Posso dire una cosa?
History.
Questi banditi mi danno veramente la sensazione di essere banditi. Cioè, mi spiego, se tu in Skyrim partecipi alla Gilda dei Ladri, la Gilda dei Ladri non so banditi.
The UC is so clever. Supermax prison, lock, key. Cute, huh? Now,
Sucks.
you've got everything the fleet needs right here. Of course, you've got to pay for it. Remember, on the key, credits are king. What the hell is this? All right, hang on, Nav.
Before you get pissed, I've got my hands full.
Jasmine, sweetie, I'm trying to give a tour here. So you want to tell me why those damn doors are sealed?
It's called a malfunction. You know, that thing I spend most of my day dealing with. Believe me, my people are on it. Have a little faith for once.
Aw. And you, always, Angel. This here's Jasmine. You need anything for your ship, she's got you covered. We'll hit up the depot next since these doors have given out on us. So anyway, we were talking about the Lock. About 100 years ago, the prisoners down there rioted and took over the place. After stealing some ships, they were actually able to make it up here and took over the keep.
About time you brought us new blood, Neva. I was getting tired of trading with the same old faces.
You're just ticked everyone's getting wise to your ridiculous prices, Aludra. Anyway, welcome to the depot, Rook, where you'll be lucky if these blood-sucking leeches don't bleed you completely dry.
Whoa, whoa. It's not our fault if people don't appreciate how much it costs to get untraceable merchandise onto the key.
Neva's just whining because she thinks she lost a ton of cash selling us a shipment of gear. She should have done her homework.
Yeah, sure, laugh it up. I'll remember that next time I need something from you cheapskates. Let's move on. Back to my story. After the liberated prisoners grabbed the key, they established it as a base of operations and began pirating the spaceways. That was how the Crimson Fleet began. Of course, Jasper Cricks had a lot to do with all that, but we'll get to him later. Rook, meet Zuri, Queen of the Rare Exports.
If I don't have it, you don't need it.
Neuroamps, blueprints. Hit her up and she'll take care of you.
Speaking of which, you still owe me for that last purchase, Neva. It's like 5 figures. Don't make me collect it the hard way.
The hard way? Oh no. Rook, protect me from Zuri's vengeance. Enough of the bullshit, Zuri. I'll pay you when I pay you. Deal with it. Got a problem with that? Take it up with the boss.
My prices
On the
may
right,
be high,
you got
but
Bradley
these
from the Trade
goods
Authority.
ain't exactly easy to
I'm
find.
sure you know the deal there. He'll buy pretty much anything, no matter how hot. Then we got our med bay on the left, run by the one and only Samina Mizra. She'll patch you up, if you've got the money. We don't run any free clinics up in here, you know? Okay, this is our final stop. Over there, you've got the Last Nova, where Bog serves watered-down drinks at ridiculously exorbitant prices. And right here is the most important place on the entire station, the Reckoner's Core, run by the incomparable Shinya Voss.
Another new Rook, Neva? I can't believe Delgado still lets you recruit given what happened with the last one.
You mean Austin Rape? It's been taken care of, all right? I don't like loose ends, and this Rook is the one who tied it off.
Perhaps next time you'll try to be a bit more discerning regarding your choices. It's far more cost-effective.
Yeah, love you too, darling. Anyway, Shinya handles our lifeblood. The money. We call him our Reckoner, but if you ask me, he's actually a pain in the ass.
And Neva will slit your throat if she thinks you'll bleed creds.
Go to hell, boss. Take care of our new friend here, or I'll find a way to pull the pin on that little party popper in your chest. Anyway, Shinya will get you set up in our system. I've got real work to do. Once you're done, head upstairs and I'll introduce you to the boss.
Time for a proper introduction. I am Shinya Voss, the official Reckoner for the Crimson Fleet. And since Neva so thoughtfully mentioned it, yes, this is a bomb embedded in my chest. And no, I'll never know the meaning of the word humble. In fact, I find Delgado's idea of a security measure to be quite empowering.
Allora, mi è piaciuta molto l'introduzione a questa fazione, il giro, mi piace molto il posto, l'idea di questo sistema solare con un solo pianeta e tutto quanto, così come questo personaggio che ha una bomba sul petto, è la misura di sicurezza più astuta che abbia mai visto.
Glad you approve. Obviously, betrayal isn't taken lightly around here. Since I oversee the bulk of transactions and maintain all accounts for the fleet, I'm a prime target for information. Should our enemies capture me, or I grew any semblance of a moral conscience, you might consider me the greatest threat we have. For Delgado, the bomb grants peace of mind and a certain degree of safety.
Scommetto che non esci molto da qua, eh?
It's been over 5 years since I've stepped off the key. Leaving this place puts far too much at risk. Now, let me get you set up. A moment while I convene with the core. Thanks to advanced modifications even Ryujin would envy, I can interface directly with our mainframe and the Galbank network. This allows me to move and clean credits faster and more efficiently than any run-of-the-mill cyber runner. There, you're done. All you need now is Delgado's blessing, and you'll be one of us.
Hai altre modifiche di cui devo essere a conoscenza?
None. Other than my chest and arm modifications, I am but a simple man. Is the interview over now? Can we get back to work?
È ora di andare a procacciarsi crediti.
The perfect segue into my final subject. Thanks to our relations with contacts across the galaxy, we always have a steady stream of jobs available. I've granted you all the necessary permissions to access these listings at any time, using the computers that surround the core.
Che tipo di incarichi stiamo parlando?
Oh, you know, smuggling, piracy, taking things that aren't yours. Nothing that should keep you up at night. Well, depending on your methods.
Va bene, mi sa che ci rivedremo spesso.
If Neva's chosen wisely, we
Che non è vero in realtà, però.
No, I believe that covers all I have to say. So you can run along to Delgado. Take the elevator to the upper level. You should be able to find your way from there, I hope.
Alright, listen up. You can all stop complaining. Atrium to cargo bay doors have been repaired. Oh, and you're welcome, Nev.
Aumenta la capacità di carica di 5 kg, grandissimo.
Yeah? So there I am. UC security on my tail, and my grav drive just chokes. And you know what I find back there? The fattest leech I've ever seen. One nearly got me dusted.
Poi che cade le missioni. Contrabbanda scritture eretiche. Deruba. Impadronisciti del carico. Contrabbando standard e rilascio in fuga, pagamento alla consegna. Comunque tutte queste cose sono da capire poi, in realtà. Proprio a livello di meccaniche di gioco, il contrabbando, Ed eccoci qua. Command Center.
The fleet's the only family you need.
Crimson Fleet.
There's our other new recruit.
Delgado.
So, now that we are all here, it's time to get down to business. The two of you are the only rooks that have made the latest cut. The rest, well, let's just say they won't be joining us ever again. Neva's willing to put her neck on the line and vouch for you, which means you've got what it takes to join the Crimson Fleet.
Non ti deluderò.
You'd better not disappoint, or you'll find yourself answering to me, personally. All right, let's get started here. When you sign up with the Crimson Fleet, you're in it for the long haul. No one quits. No one retires. The only way out is death. You stay loyal or you pay the consequences. Fleet before friends. Fleet before family. Fleet before yourself.
Molto interessante. Le fazioni sono una più interessante dell'altra comunque, ragazzi. L'Unione l'Avanguardia è interessantissima, questa è interessantissima. Ricevuto.
Boss. Good. You're getting it already. I like that.
Can we get on with this? I want to get drunk at the last Nova.
I'm impressed. That is the first intelligent thing you have said this entire time, Mathis. Since you two seem so eager to move forward, let's get to your next job. Pack your cold weather gear, Rooks. Where we are going, you're going to need it.
Oh, God, don't tell me you're dragging him down to Suvorov for another one of your little initiation runs. 10 Johns to the surface, 12 dead Rooks. You'd think by now you would have given up on that goddamn campfire story.
Crix's legacy is no story, Neva. We've got fresh eyes in the fleet. And if these two want to impress, they're going to help me search those ruins.
I hope you're right, Dale. That new code we grabbed for the lock cost us a ton of credits. And a decent captain.
This initiation, as Neva calls it, is your chance to see where it all began. On Suvorov with Jasper Crix. Crix led the riots that gave birth to the Crimson Fleet. And if his legacy is still out there, we're going to be the ones to find it.
Crix era una persona, è per questo che si chiama Crix. Forse potresti dirci qualcosa di... No, vabbè, non è... Il codice di cui parlava Neva, che cos'è?
Through a bit of luck and a hell of a lot of cash, Neva was able to get her hands on an access code to the inside of the lock. This will be the first time someone from the Crimson Fleet has set foot in there for, well, since Crix left the place behind. It has been frustrating being this close to potential clues, but not being able to find a way through those prison walls.
Forse potresti dirci qualcosa di più sull'eredità di Crix.
Before Crix left the fleet, he left a message talking about a major score. One that would set up the fleet to be a big player in the settled systems. Somewhere down the line, they started calling it Crix's legacy. And everyone who's tried to find it has wound up empty-handed, missing, or dead. If we're gonna beat those odds, we'll first need a lead. And I would wager we will find one on Suvorov.
Dale's leaving out the best part. That this whole search is based on a handful of words on a very old slate. Crix left a lot of big talk on that recording. And not a lot of facts. Some of us...
Naiva è più concreta.
Don't listen to her. When we get our hands on Crix's legacy, the fleet will be operating at a completely different level. We will become more than a match for UC System.
Vabbè, sono linee di dialogo interessanti ma che non pronunceremo. Siamo sempre sotto copertura, ruoleremo in questo senso, saremo in arresto. Non perdiamo altro tempo.
Sounds like someone wants to get down to business. Okay, enough discussion. We have got a lot of work to do. To that end, the next stop is the lock. I've had Jazz feed the coordinates into your ship's computer. Since Mathis doesn't have a ship, he's going to ride with me. I'll see you down there, Rook. Don't keep me waiting.
Ok, unisciti alla flotta Cremisi. Ok, siamo dentro la flotta Cremisi. A questo punto... Io non so fino a che punto spingermi in questa quest. C'è qualcosa che puoi dirmi sulla storia di Jasper Creeks prima che finisse nel blocco?
I could tell you stories that would last for hours. But now is not the time. You have a job to do, and I don't like to be kept waiting. When you... well, if you get back to the key, I am sure you can find some copies of the interview he gave to SSNN around here, somewhere. I think those recordings might give you the history lesson that you are looking for.
Senti, posso farti qualche no, vabbè, non ha senso. Non ha senso perché ora facciamo parte della flotta Cremisi, è comparso anche l'achievement, non so se si è visto a schermo. E... come dicevo di roleplay del personaggio, non voglio... È finita la missione. Ora inizia Eki del passato. Ora facciamo parte della flotta Cremisi tecnicamente, ed è una questline che non voglio approfondire. Però interessantissima la nave, belli personaggi. Qua c'è da fare proprio un personaggio, contrabbandiere, focalizzarci su questo, che non è la nostra Nefertiti. Ragazzi, io sono stupito, sbalordito dalla quantità di cose che si possono fare. Allora, andremo qui, ragazzi. Abbiamo fatto questa parentesi con la flotta Cremisi che mi sembra il caso un attimo di vedere un attimo come fosse. Però io ritornerei nel solco, ritornerei nel seminato. Ovviamente non voglio ora andare dritto per dritto a fare l'avanguardia, però per ora sono curioso di vedere i prossimi risvolti. Così come voglio andare poi sul collettivo Freestar per parlare con i Ranger. Quante cose che dobbiamo fare. Dobbiamo arrivare ancora sul Neon. Ce ne sono ancora di cose che voglio vedere. Abbiamo scalfito solamente la superficie. Allora, questo è il Broken Spear con la nostra amica. Di qua si scende. E là c'è la Trade Authority.
You bothering me for a reason?
How's it going? Can I help you?
In realtà potevamo fare tutto nella precedente volta, cioè potevamo venire qua e parlare sia con lei sia con lui. Giustamente non avevo fatto caso che era nello stesso posto.
Invoices can be collected from the... Oh, not here for a delivery, are you?
Capitano Nefertiti, avanguardia. Mi serve l'aiuto di Percival Walker per una scoperta preoccupante.
Do you now? Well, I do wish I could help you, Captain, but Dr. Walker has been missing for some time.
A shame, too. We had such high hopes for Percival. I brought him on myself to do medical and biological consulting around the city. Not the sort of work the Trade Authority traditionally does. But we thought it had the potential to become a whole new type of revenue stream for our branch. I invested no small amount of personal capital into the endeavor. But then he decided to run off after a discipline issue. I presume the miners have him hidden somewhere. Plenty of cracks on this old rock. But at this point, it's probably probably for the best.
Questa è un'insinuazione che il nostro personaggio non farebbe. Beh, posso cercare di rintracciarlo io.
That won't be necessary. The Trade Authority isn't interested in employing someone so unreliable. But we would like the money he owes us. If you can convince him to pay his debts, we'd be most grateful.
Ha senso dire questa. Vedrò cosa posso fare. Dimmi dove è stato visto l'ultima volta.
Wonderful. I suggest paying a visit to the Sixth Circle, what I suppose is technically a bar on the lowest level of the city. If anyone knows where Percival is, the miscreants there would. But I would urge caution. They're not a group known for their hospitality.
Ok, in realtà tecnicamente se noi prendevamo le due missioni insieme ci saremmo recati nello stesso posto per entrambe le missioni. Perché noi stiamo scendendo. Ah no! No, non era qui. No, non era qui. Era nel sottosuolo.
Upstairs. Go drown yourself there. This bar's for devil's vets and their kin.
Dicevo, quell'altra missione dove dovevamo prendere quel ragazzo era nel sottosuolo, diciamo. Invece qua siamo comunque nella parte alta. Diavoli, di che cosa stai parlando?
The hell are you from? The Red Devils? Best fighters since the Spartans? This is our bar, so folks like you can go drink at the Spear.
Mi manda Adrian Senon. Cerco un uomo chiamato Walker.
Doc Walker? You're barking up the wrong...
Andy, you. Why don't you come here and tell me what some stray wants with Walker?
Not every day a stray topsider wanders into my bar claiming they know people. What do you want with Dr. Walker?
Guardate, ha un'escoriazione all'occhio destro. Non so se vale la pena menzionare l'avanguardia. Adrian Sanon. Diremo questa. Sto facendo una consegna per Adrian Sanon. Guarda, posso persino dimostrare che mi ha mandato lei.
That's so. Now if that tag's a forgery, it's a damn good one. All right. Maybe she did send you. Or maybe you just know where to buy your fakes. But look, even if I decided I was going to help you get in contact with Dr. Walker, Percival made himself scarce for a reason. His debt to the Trade Authority. But if someone resolved that debt, well, Percival wouldn't have to hide anymore. Can bet that person would make a friend out of Percival, and the rest of us devils. And I'm always inclined to help a friend.
Voglio è scritto. Diciamo il 90% è scritto bene Starfield. Ci sono alcune cose come quella cosa là del contrabbando che c'è un'inconsistenza, ma è scritto bene Starfield. E come suggerisci di ripulire il nome di Percival?
Well, Most straightforward way to take care of this debt would be to just saunter up to the authority and pay him direct, if you've got credits to throw away. Of course, rumor is the Trade Authority keeps all their records and collections files on a central server inside their storeroom. If someone was to break in there and adjust Percival's debt to something a little more reasonable, say a few hundred credits, I'd be happy to cover the costs. But one friend of Hadrian's to another, Sidonia's full of old utility spaces. Wouldn't be surprised if there was one that let out right into the authority storeroom. Say, with an entrance behind the bar at the Broken Spear. Ooh, and you might need these.
Va bene, vedrò se riesco a cancellare il debito.
And I look forward to hearing the good news.
Hey, you may be Hadrian's friend. Come here. Heard you talking with Lou, so you're going to help Dr. Walker?
Perché sai dove posso trovarlo?
Oh, no. I mean, I've got my suspicions, but look, you're planning to help Percival, right?
Ci proverò.
Oh, good. Percival's a good guy. Listen, I know how you can do it without having to resort to any B&E. Aqueous hematite. Mars is full of it. People think it's just garbage, but Percival and I, we've been working on some projects in the deep mines. At least when he wasn't slaving away at his Trade Authority contract. But we stumbled on a way to make it useful and profitable. You give our research over to Octai at the Trade Authority, it should more than cover Percival's debt. That guy's always looking for an angle.
Chiedo scusa, e tu chi sei?
Oh, I'm Cambridge. I was Percival's assistant. Well, apprentice, really. Couldn't work in the mines anymore, so he gave me a job helping with some of his side projects. Knows experiments inside and out, and I know this one was gonna be big.
Non mi convince. Presumo ci sia una ragione per cui non l'avete già fatto.
Well, yeah. We were never able to finish the research. Spacers moved in and ran us out. Started setting up shop. But if you can clear them out, I can walk you through how to finish the research. Then you can give it over to the Trade Authority. They'll get folks working in the deep mines again. Jobs come back, I become a modern-day folk hero. Then I don't have to sleep on an inflated spacesuit anymore.
Allora, noi gli diremo dimmi dov'è questa miniera, però proveremo ad entrare con l'effrazione, d'accordo? Dimmi dov'è questa miniera.
Oh, yeah. So access to the deep mines can be found outside the city. It's not far. Shouldn't even need to hop back in your ship. We'd set up right near the main drill. Taking out the spacer leader should get the message across to the rest of them to buzz off. Once you've managed that, phone up here on the comms panel and I can walk you through finishing the research.
Fenomenale comunque, ragazzi. Cioè noi possiamo fare una sparatoria, pagare il debito, entrare di sotterfugio. Noi proveremo ad entrare di sotterfugio. Comunque, qualora non sia chiaro, noi proveremo ad entrare di sotterfugio. Fenomenale, ragazzi. Fenomenale. Fenomenale.
I sure hope this hearing loss isn't permanent. Okay, club.
How it goes? Been serving drinks here for over 40 years. Few places can offer that kind of stability.
Possiamo entrare così. Ed infatti non porta da nessuna parte.
Keep a lookout. Notify us if you see anything suspicious.
Ok, 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 eccola. Allora, questo potrebbe essere qui. O anche sotto. Ah, questo qui. E questo qui. Poi. Questo potrebbe essere qui. Questo potrebbe essere qui. Uno, due, tre. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Ma se noi prendiamo questo, che conta come rubato, cioè la cosa rubata è tipo merce di contrabbando oppure... Vabbè, non fa niente, non ruberemo comunque, non ruberemo ugualmente. Beh, non ruberemo ugualmente. Percival. Ora devo credere, sono 500 crediti, li pago io. Molto interessante, ragazzi, molto interessante, davvero interessante questa missione. Noi possiamo fare così, oppure se una persona non investe in sicurezza può andare a sparare o semplicemente gli secca. Dice io voglio sparare. Lì è se si vuole sparare. E ora noi invece andremo alla Trade Authority.
Was there something else?
Quanto vi deve Percival?
I don't recall the exact figure off the top of my head, but with the interest that's accrued, it's something substantial. If you're feeling charitable, I'd be happy to look it up for you.
Voglio ripagare il debito di Percival.
Do you now? Very well. Let me take a look at his That's not the number I remember. Headquarters must have felt sorry for the old man. Here, his current balance. I expect this won't be a great hardship for you.
Paga 500 crediti, eccolo qua.
Then I suppose that's that then. Dr. Walker's dead is officially no longer a problem. You have my thanks. Oh, and if you do find him, please let Percival know I'm eagerly looking forward to never working with him again.
Perfetto, alla grande, abbiamo estinto il debito. A questo punto possiamo ritornare da Lu. Ragazzi, queste missioni dell'Unione Coloniale sono fatte bene. La flotta Cremisi, anche l'incipit è bello. Io voglio vedere il collettivo Freestar arrivato a questo punto. Ho sistemato il debito al di Percival presso la Trade Authority.
Did you now? Fine work. My end of the bargain then, I suppose. He's holed up in the old Red Devils HQ. Place was sealed up tight after the UC shuttered our unit, but we snuck him in the back entrance through the deep mines. Good you're going in there, actually. Bunch of spacers moved in, not long after we got Percival set up. Don't expect he'd run out before they got taken care of, but I'm sure he'll appreciate not having to find out if I left him with enough rations. Yeah, the pass key. And I'll let him know there's someone he owes one hell of a thank you on their way down.
Va bene, va bene. Allora, proseguiremo chiaramente questa missione nella prossima puntata, ragazzi. Ci sarà quindi questa sparatoria con gli spazianti, dopodiché troveremo Percival e vedremo come procede la missione. Mappa stellare. Attraverso le miniere profonde. Quindi è qui a Saidonia, ragazzi, non dobbiamo neanche cambiare mappa. Ok, benissimo, la chiudiamo qui questa puntata e ci diamo appuntamento subito alla prossima, perché ne vedremo delle belle, ragazzi. Alla prossima, buonanotte.